Hello all, welcome back. It is 2 days before Christmas 2000 and the one thing that Sheffield United fans want for Christmas is a win, because we have built zero momentum since you were last with us. We are all the way down here, 19th place. We're going to look at how this has happened. We have got 15 points because I'm aware it's behind my face. We've got Wolves at the bottom on 13. We've got them in 2 games. We've got Newcastle first. Let's see what has been going wrong. Let's have a look at the last match. 1-0 up against Coventry till they hit a 94th minute equaliser with Roscoe Dezane, who's since been sent out on loan to Dunfermline. Possibly one of the worst players that's ever scored past us. Let's look before that. A 1-0 defeat to Charlton. Gary Speed, he'd been out for about a month prior to this. 9 minutes into his return, he gets sent off. Let's have a look at Derby. Rigobert Song, 5 minutes, sent off. We were back in this game thanks to a Kevin Campbell penalty that he had to take twice, but they ended up grabbing a winner. Chelsea, decent 1-1 draw. This is Andy Cole. They've got Andy Cole and Andy Booth up front for them now. Gifting Noel Williams with his first goal, since been out injured. He was only playing due to other injuries. Leeds United, beating them 1-0. Again, they've pegged us back second half. And then before that, we had this terrible 3-0 defeat to Sunderland. We got absolutely destroyed there, so there's no qualms there. But this is the problem. This is the problem. Suspensions, injuries, and silly errors. Now, Speed is out, so I'm going to drop him out. I'm going to drop Zendin into that hole, and I'm going to drop Joachim in there because I'm struggling with Morris. He's just not having the year that we want. He's not even scored a league goal yet. So this is the team we're going to go with. And this is formation that we're going to go with. It's Frida and goal. Bjornaby, Hill, Sergio Nunes, Edworthy, Holt, Zendin, Lampard, Joachim, Noel Williams, Campbell. This is direct hard pressing. I stole this off Arsenal, and I feel like we've been doing a much better since we've moved to this. Since that we just weren't getting enough shots. So since we've moved to this system, we've been having like 7, 8, 9 shots per game, not been scoring. There is a reason we've come back now, though, rather than when I did, because we've got the 2 league games, vital league games, and then we have got a new signing coming in right ahead of our massive trip to Carlisle in the FA Cup. So I'm not going to reveal who he is until then. We have also managed to move out Skarbelius, the Lithuanian, and we've scored. Here's Campbell. Campbell, that is his 8th league goal of the season. So this guy is doing what we hoped he would do. The problem is everything else. Can we hang on here and get a win? It would be great to start this episode with a win. Like I said, I feel like we've been doing okay. We've just not been winning. We look like a relegation side with the red cards and the last minute equalisers and all of that nonsense. Shearer misjudged that. But here we are, look, we're away from home, low on confidence, 4 shots, 2 on targets, and we got the lead. This is kind of how things are going. We just don't have the quality still, it feels like, to see out games. There is Alan Shearer, look. That is his 10th league goal of the season. So there is a very real chance we will be relegated. With that comes the very real chance we may be sacked. They've not said that they're unhappy with us yet. But let us see. We will not give up until we're either relegated or sacked. It'd be boring if we won every game, wouldn't it? I am bored of not winning any games, though, I should add. Oh, Maric was clean for on goal, looks certain to score. And let's see how this first half has gone. So we've not added any shots since then. Our passes are okay. Our tackles are good. Our headers are terrible. So maybe this lack of physicality is going against us. What are they doing? They're 4-4-2 and they are on short. Maybe we need to try... Let's go on mixed. Let's see what mixed does for us. Do you know what? I am going to do something different. I'm going to put Morris up And I'm going to play 2 strikers behind Campbell. Or two 10s, 2 attacking midfielders with the license to push on. So it's effectively a true front 3 when we've got the ball. And he's not worked. We are excellent finish. Alan Shearer, I feel like he loves scoring past us at the minute on the various playthroughs that we play. Easy chance for Joachim though. Joachim, that is his first league goal, I believe. Oh, it's his second. I've completely missed that he'd scored. I've been holding it against him. That looked like a through ball from Lee Morris, and we are equal or level again. Shearer's in the area. Is he going to get a hat-trick? You wouldn't bet against him, would you, with 20 to go? This is another problem that I've got. There's absolutely no one on the bench here that I really want involved in this game in any way, shape or form. I'm going to bring Woodhouse on for Holt due to the fact that Woodhouse has had to come back up from the reserves, but he's got such great teamwork, tenacity, determination and tackling. So let's see if we can try and get him in there. And see if he can shore us up. The problem is, whilst we've been getting points, the teams ahead of us are still creeping away from us. I would absolutely take a point here now, though, with 5 to go. I'm not changing anything, though, because I also would need do need a winner. I'm very aware of that. They've got Wayne Bridge. Shearer completely misjudged that. That's a goal kick. Right, Friedel, take your time with that. Oh, Zendin's now fouled Martin Keown. I was very nervous there going into injury time because of everything that's been happening. But we've got a credible draw there. It's still left us 19th. We're now up to 16 points. Wolves are on 16 points, so they've won. So we're at that stage where a win doesn't even get us fully out. Right, it is transfer season though. So Vincenzo Italiano, the 23-year-old Veronin, he looks like someone who's on our list from previous. He's not a terrible player, but he's not someone that is going to come in at the end of the year and improve us, depending on what league we're in. I'm planning as if we're going to be in this league. And we'll deal with anything otherwise. Right, James Flood has requested to leave us. Yeah, you can do that. He is currently off on loan at Partick Thistle, second in Division 2. And he's only just gone there, and he's got one goal in his 3 starts. He's not worked out, has he? So by this time on the previous game, on the previous database even, the original database, he was well on his way to being like a 2, 3, 4, 5 million pound player. Diego Tristan feels he should be first team regular. Score some goals, mate, and I'll make it happen. Right, I'm going to bring him in for Noel Williams for this game. Don't say I'm not fair. Zendin I'm going to leave in. Is anyone back? Right, Song is back. So let's get Nunes out. I'm going to leave Carlisle on the bench. I'm going to put Morris back into midfield. And I'm going to just turn that off. Tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to do something even crazier. I'm going to do that. Because we've got Wolves. We lost to these previous. We lost 1-0, didn't we, in the very first meeting of the episode. And we're yet to beat them now. We're looking at that. So it's Tuesday, 26th of December. It is Boxing Day. Hoping for a bumper crowd. Brace the cold. It's a 1 degrees drizzle here. And let's see, can Tristan prove that he should be in the starting lineup? It's his first Premier League start of the season. If he does well, might keep him in for the cup game. Because I'm yet to decide what we're going to do with the new signing is going to be starting. I hope I've got my date right and he's coming in. Oh, Diego Tristan looks certain to score. Shaka Hislop has pulled off a save. That's why you've not been starting, mate. That's why you've not even been on the bench. But there we go. Look, we're having a lot of shots again. It's now just a case of can we convert those shots into goals, convert those goals into wins, wins equals points, points equals higher places in the league. I've just explained the concept of football. Maybe there's a role at the FA for me. We have scored. It's an own goal. After all that, it is Richard Lidbird. And I can't say I'm familiar with Richard. Bradford, Notts County, Carlisle. Carlisle might be an in-game one, looking at that. However, we are dominant here. I feel like a second goal before half-time would finish Wolves off. Come on, Diego Tristan. I believe in you. Hislop has had to do a lot of work. We've had loads of possession, and look at that crowd. Thank you for getting behind us, Sheffield. Right. I'm going to bring Joachim on for Lampard. Lampard's on a 6. I can't have that, Frank. His dad has just got the West Ham job in-game. Not the real one. They've got Matthew Everington. I'd missed that. Tristan, mate, come on. So, second half has not started the way the first half ended. Oh, Zendin on an amazing weaving run there, and he's had a blast, and it has been saved. And that's our first shot of the second half. And I'm getting nervous now. The longer this goes on just at 1, the more nervous I am, like I said. I told you what it was. You got where I was going. It's hit Lidbird again. I'll take a second Lidbird on goal. Right. Going to get Couture on for Campbell. Am I going to bring... How is Holt doing? Holt's having a good game. I've completely lost who I was having a check of there. Zendin's doing well. No, do you know what? No other midfielders are being changed because they're all on 7s. Oh, Tristan smashes it in low. I do feel like he's had a pretty good game. He's done everything but score. It's kind of a key requirement, though, of being a striker, especially in a struggling side. He's now been booked to go with his own goal. A penalty has been awarded. Hislop is being sent off. Tristan takes it. I was like, who's going to take this with Campbell off? Tristan has taken it. And he's had the confidence to moan and be unhappy. Hislop has been sent off. We have got 3 points. We have got a clean sheet. Are we going to be out of relegation? No. We've gone above Charlton, though. Leeds have grabbed a point. So... Leeds have grabbed a point. We are behind them on goal difference. They've only let in 13 goals. It's insane, really, that they are down here. Look at this. Look at this team. Kuehl, Smith. The midfield is not great, though, is it? Now that I've looked at it. So it's not. We got Chelsea in there as well. So Carlisle away, 11 days. If things couldn't get any worse, Richard Wright is now going to be going to Man United. They have activated that £775,000 release clause. Could that spend the end of Ceballos as their goalkeeper? They have won the Club World Championship. They had a 5-0 win over Santos. Miles Bloke coming to the end of his contract and not renewing any members of staff's contracts for the time being. Including my assistant manager. Even though I've built a good staff, I'm just going to let them all run to the end of the season, and then we will see what we are going to do. There he is. Now worth 4.8 million. Probably going to be their starting keeper. John Cullen has decided to leave. Like, finally, mate. He's on 2,000 a week. It's like, I'm not giving you 60k. Right. Here we go, though. Embo and Penza. Let's have a look. Our team's already in for him. No one is in for him. Is he interested in me, though? He's not. but that's not going to stop me. Let's do that. Sean Derry, now off on loan at Oldham, 21st in Division 2. So this guy loves a struggler, at least for a loan team. Paul Devlin, like, I'll be sad to see Paul go, but he's not someone who's in our plans. Let's have a look at David Healy. I said I was going to keep an eye on him. Tranmere were in, I was going to say, were they in the conference? No, but they did get relegated. So he's hit 8 in 21. There is no one currently in for him. If we are going to be in the Championship, he would be an interesting sign-in. Curtis, again, happy for you to leave. So Charlton are after him. I'm surprised by that. Charlton are after Sean Derry. Birmingham are after Paul Devlin. Hule has won Manager of the Month. Richard Wright has been at Man United like a day, and he's already Player of the Month. And here is Everington. Let's have a look how he did against us. So they've grabbed him for $1 million. So Fulham must have done that thing where they had a release clause on him, and he's got 1.1 million relegation. So we'll put him on our list. That's possibly disastrous for me. And here is our new signing, Andre Sigpaulsen from KR Reykjavik on a free transfer. He turned down Leeds to come to us. Here he is. We are going to give him number 16. 27. Let's give him 27. Carlos Tevez played 32, didn't he? There we go. There was some mental gymnastics from me there as we were doing that. So he is worth 3.1 million. He's got a 3.1 million release fee. That was what I could get him to sign for. We are firing him straight in. He's not got amazing stats, but he's been part-time with Reykjavik. I'm hoping that with us, we're going to see some rapid development, get some goals from him, start to see him progress, because from what I was told, he's got a potential ability of about 180 out of 200. So we're going to see what can we get for him. Now, Nicholas Allen Nadoy, we've tried to sign him on multiple playthroughs now. He's never interested, so off he goes. Bircham, what are we doing with Bircham? Where I'm like, where is he? Colchester. So he has not come as good as my scouts were leading me to believe. Sean Derry is going Charlton. He'll have a nice housemate or someone to live with, unless they hate each other. I wouldn't live with Curtis Woodhouse. I've mentioned several times that I'm scared of him, which is always why I'm nice about him on playthroughs. Presume he still lives in Sheffield. I think if he heard where I'd live, he'd not turn up to fight me, though, because it's quite a middle-class area. I think he just would know that, A, I've never said any reason for him to come and fight me, and that, B, he'd know that he would just win that. So, right. He's staying with Standard Liège for the time being. Where are Birmingham? 13th in Division 1. There we go. Right, Partridge. It's been difficult to get him in because he keeps getting injured. So he's currently off in the reserves, but he's not actually played a game because when he was coming back, he got re-injured. So we're going to leave him there for the time being. Here we go. We are looking to get through to Old Wembley with the Towers. Let us have a look. We're going to leave Tristan in. We're going to rest Campbell. We're going to put in Seborgson. I would like Williams on the bench. I'm going to leave Couture. Actually, I'm going to drop Couture. Couture is leaving at the end of the year, so he's transfer listed. I'm not renewing his contract. He won't get a work permit renewal due to the fact we have not used him. I'm going to bring Little in. I'm going to put Joachim in to that attacking midfield role. And I've got no other changes that I can really make. I will spin the goalkeepers around because it is the cup and it makes me feel all fancy and modern. But here we go. It's the final game of the episode. A glorious Brunton Park. It looks more askew and wobbly than my game cellar that we are in on that photo. So that feels fitting. Let's see what Carlisle are doing because it might be the only time we see them of the playthrough. 0-0 draw coming up now. They're playing 5-3-2 version 6. Direct, easy tackling. Oh, they've got Peter Hoska. Is that how you pronounce that? I believe that's how you pronounce it. we used to have a Dutch follower who would help me with my pronunciations. I can't remember your name, but if you're there, give me a hello, and let me know ratings out of 10 for that. Holt was unmarked. Holt's fired that in. Surprised that he is not off with Canada, although none of those players have gone, have they? But I've gone pretty strong here because I want to get through. I feel like a good cup run could save my job. Can we get Saporkson firing? Easy chance for Holt. 0-0. We're getting a lot of chances, though. We're just not taking them. It's the same problem we had versus Wolves. And I did have a look in that Scandinavian, Nordic, Icelandic region to see if there are any more players coming out of contract that could potentially come in immediately and help us. Because it's the second year in a row we have benefited from that. And we might be able to now get an all-Icelandic partnership going. A fine strike by Joachim, playing in the midfield role. He has put us 1-0 up, coming towards the half. And I feel like if we can end the episode with that win over Wolves, with the draw versus Newcastle where we've come from behind, and progressing in the cup, letting in a goal to Carlisle, that would be decent. It's Gary Doherty. And that has really taken the wind out of my commentary. Is that... It can't be Alex Ray, can it? Which Ray have they got? Mike Ray's the goalkeeper. He's on a 7 going into halftime. I do not like that. We've scored again, though. It's a lovely strike by Little. First goal of the season, 20 yards out. This is one of the few games he has started in probably about a month or two now, I would say. Since we've had the change of formation, he was the midfielder that has dropped out. Right, it is half-time. Let's have a look at our stats. We're dominant in terms of shots on goal. We're not really stopping them, though. They are giving us a bit of trouble. What am I going to do? Am I going to get Woodhouse on for Zendin? I'm going to leave Tristan on for the time being. I'm going to put Noel Williams on for Zendin. See what he can do from out there. Look to get another big attacking lad on. He can push if I need to. There, we scored again. It is Little. He is relishing his chance here. Yeah, if we need to, I can drop Tristan back, but Curtis Woodhouse on later in the game. Davidson beats the ball away. Ever dependable. He's still not complained about lack of game time. He's become a real... I've become a real fan of his. We've let in another goal, though. It's Badou. Tony Badou. Tony Bidet? That guy. The more I do this channel, the more I have a even greater appreciation for Jeff Stelling. I will never laugh at the likes of Merson or any of the others mispronouncing someone's name. Right, 30 minutes to go. I feel like we might need a change here just to make sure we see this out. They've got nothing to lose by going for this. Oh, Little cut through, goes for the drive. It's like, is Little going to get a hat-trick on his return to the first team squad or to action at all? Because like I said, he's not even been making the bench. I'm going to get H squared on. That is the move I'm going to make for the time being. I'm going to drop Bjornaby off and fire Carlisle on because he's playing a 5. So I know he doesn't normally play out there, but I'd rather get a change on. Osram went round the goalkeeper and looked like he must have scored from what I could see there. And Song has struck the free kick, struck from 30 yards out. Sheffield United surely can't be caught now. Buddha's in the 4th round. Ray with another save. Their keeper has played pretty well. It's very harsh that they've dropped him down to a 6. He's had a lot of work. Look, 12 shots on target. This was what I liked about this new formation. They might get another consolation here, but it is not going to matter. It is not going to dampen the mood, and it is not going to stop us from getting knocked out by Man United in the next round, presumably. There we go. 19 shots, 12 on target. They've had more shots than I would have liked, but they've done themselves proud. They've given themselves a lot of credit there. Glenn Little, 2 goals. Joachim with a goal. Song with a goal. Davidson, 8. A decent debut from Andre. And let's see if we can end by having a little look at who we may be facing. There we go. It's not quite Man United, but it's possibly the next worst thing. Sheffield United will play Arsenal in the FA Cup game. At least it is at home. Arsenal, though, are first. They've been second. They've been in and around second all year. They've dropped off a tiny little bit. They've got Thierry Henry, who they've signed in-game after selling him. So he is back. Former player of ours. They've got Lundberg. Who have they been playing? They've been playing one of the Maluders and Jimmy Floyd Hasselbank. Overmars, Lundberg. So, you know, that's a dreadful tie for us, to be honest. Suka, Davor Suka, do you want to come play for me? Transfers by request. Don't have that sort of money. They've got Patrice Loco. I think we knew that, didn't we? So there we go. Let's have a look when that is. Right, there we go. I've got Liverpool and Villa. Then we've got Arsenal. Let's put that on Friday's episode. Let's open with the FA Cup 4th round, then Wimbledon, Man United and Spurs. So we will have a 4-game episode for Friday. So thank you very much for tuning in. Hope you've enjoyed this. Hopefully we can start to actually drag ourselves away from this properly now that we've got Andre to potentially fire us on. So thank you, and I'll see you on Friday.